important thing, I think, there are all kinds of ways to get around not giving money. The most important thing is the idea that sunlight is a wonderful disinfectant. That if you can see how much people are giving, at least it gives you a better chance of being able to work against their singular ability to have, in a sense, a billion votes against my one vote, if you think of a dollar as a vote. And that can be very, very helpful. I'm just going to throw in one thing, because people don't know this, and this isn't dark money. This is just an example of the amount of money in education. The Walton Family Foundation, the Walmart fortune. I just looked this up this morning. In 2014, the giving from the Walmart Foundation for K-12 education, most of which going towards supporting charters, working against teachers' unions, supporting vouchers. In 2014, $200 million, including $500,000 at least in Arizona. So that gives you an idea of the length and breadth of the money. That's gray money, our dark money. People don't know about it. You can't find it.
I think I would just say two things about that. First, there's a point at which there's a question of how much disclosure can you give or do you want to give? And I guess that in Arizona, frankly, the issue is we're sort of well past the question that the legislature and the Secretary of State's office have pushed the law so far in the direction that we're not having a conversation about whether or not to have disclosure. We're at a point of whether or not we're going to get back the basic disclosure of candidate contributions that you would have thought you had for the last 30 or 40 years at least, and since statehood really. And the other thing you see is a dismantling of the process of enforcement. So in a certain sense, if you're thinking about it from the way I see it as sort of a bureaucrat in an administrative enforcement capacity, it's the part of the problem is, and this is true at the federal level as well, is the dismantling and or ineffectiveness of of the regime that actually can put some teeth into this. And Clean Elections has tried to maintain its integrity on that score as best as it can, and that's really been important. I do think that at the end of the day, you will see people who are wise or think of themselves as wise that say we ought to start trading the campaign finance limits we have, which again in Arizona is significantly undermined, for disclosure. And that was the deal that Mitch McConnell was proposing back in 2001 or so when the Feingold Act was on the table. Well, everybody should now know that deal was not the deal, because as soon as they got the pieces of Feingold knocked out that they wanted knocked out, now we're talking about not disclosing at all. So that's never the deal. So I believe that campaign finance limits and lower campaign finance limits and restored campaign finance limits, would be something that you would want if you wanted to have less implications of corruption in Arizona politics. That's mostly my personal opinion. I'm not sure that everybody on the commission would agree with that, but that's also just a fact of where we are. The other fact is that, to David's point about how dollars and votes interact, there is an argument, that Lawrence Lessig talks about, which is, look, when you set up a primary system where the pre-primary is about fundraising, either dark money or real fundraising, before you ever get to vote, then you're diminishing the right to vote, right? And that's a hard conversation in view of the corruption sort of gloss that the courts have put on campaign finance, but it's really true, right? If a dollar in January is worth much more than your vote in August, and you don't even know where that dollar came from, that's a real serious voting and the real serious implications for your right to vote. The solution to all of those things is a vibrant, clean elections, clean funding program, because that takes out both the corruption aspect and removes the barrier to participation and sort of eliminates this green primary that you would have. And I really think that's what voters thought when they passed in elections. And there are issues with that. You may not get the candidates you like every time once you have the barriers to participate lower, but you'll know that they are voters who raise money from Arizona voters only, who turned away political action committee money, and have agreed to strict campaign finance rules. And I think that that is an important factor that folks should keep in mind.
All right, thank you. Martha, how many groups are we in there?
Someone told me 6, is that right?
6 groups?
Everybody?
All right, so the method for dividing up is we're gonna start with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We'd like for the people who have the numbers, the clipboard with a number on them, come up here and stand. The people who have, I've given a clipboard to, I've given out 7 clipboards. You only want 6 groups. So 1 through 6 come up, and they will have their number here. One, you stand there so everybody sees you. And
Now we need to count off.
Okay, Robbie, Andy, okay, Andy is 2, okay.
3.
Would you like to meet in the meditation room then? Okay, she's going to meet in what we call the meditation room, and he's going to meet in what is called the Ravenscock Hall, and then we have, 1, 2, 4, 5, where's number 3?
I have a suggestion, if we count off first, just to
Yeah.
make more
Yeah.
sense about where you are.
Okay, so we're going to count, okay. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
1,
2, 3,
4.
5. I already got you. I need 1, 6. Okay, and you got a number, right? 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 6. 6. 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. She doesn't want to know. 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember your numbers. Okay. Now, for Missy and he's yeah, go stand where you're going to meet and hold up the sign. Go, give her that. You go, go right up there.
Well, there's supposed to be 7.
Pull the circle together. Circle away. Okay.
Martha, are we going to have any?
They've got food tablets.
Maybe someone else wants to speak in here?
Sit in on.
We have 4.
You have Judy with us.
Try and come up with a question.
I have
Okay, okay, well, we'll start, we'll make our way around. I'm gonna reserve the right to interrupt if I need to. We want to keep it brief, and we're gonna start with just sort of a one sentence speech, sort of statement about what we think about the school dark lane. And my sort of statement question is, how many people get their information?
Yes, well, first of all, I need
passwords
to have somebody to take notes, so.
dark money? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Bob.
I guess I can do it, I got the hand right here.
Okay, so you'll be on.
Well, afterwards, we can decide which page am I going to put
Okay,
in.
so, what we're
Okay,
going
if
to
you
do
can write down
is
everyone's name as we go around.
formulate a question for the
How
panel.
how
I
many
need some notes to
people
gather
get
that.
their information to cast their votes from dark money ads? How many people use that
And
as
say
their
who
voting
you are,
source?
and
I'm not necessarily saying we need an exact number, I'm just
about
wondering
what,
how many people use
what you
that
find interesting.
misinformation. We're always missing information.
Questions that have developed in your minds.
I don't know, but I think it's a question.
This is a guesstimate.
It's a, yeah. Based on, well, getting off track, but based on what I see from the one candidate. Okay, so your name is?
June, my question is the 2016-2017 monthly writer, and I found much more money in education.
I'm Deanna, and I'm going to pass because I don't really have a question yet.
Well, my name is Richard. Start reading this. It's a big subject.
You are? I'm sorry, can't. Okay.
My name is Amash, and I'm listening. But I have to comment. How did it find an ad? We do not have a TV in our home. So we don't watch the regular TV that advertises.
Really,
We don't get local paper either. So our information comes from here, and we are sent the information about
From the state.
from the state. That's the information. But I don't know much about it, much like the paper.
we said our areas in South Florida.
It's so broad. I mean, where do we stand today? I was in the United States. And we reported the documentary. It's too big. I still think.
So as a group, we feel like key is we combine them all into one question. It's difficult to combine them all into one question.
Well, I knew it ahead of time.
However, the effect of dark green issues, specifically, how people look at those dark money ads, then make their vote based on dark money
Saw that.
and
That was the most
clarifying exactly what is dark money and what's campaign. I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah, that would be a good
How it is used
If you really wanted to know, it's
for, different issues.
all their vote vouchers.
And because my question to the panel would be, I get a lot of polls on my television, people calling and saying, I want.
I am pretty certain there isn't any.
Some of them are very obviously slanted towards pushing the people who are being polled
To do the due diligence.
Yes. You find
towards
out.
a certain
And guess what? Most
perspective
citizens
or candidate or whatever.
And that was kind of my
Ask
question,
who is
was
sponsoring this poll,
and you were here.
and say, oh, you have no idea. Okay.
There has
So
to be
I
a group
am
of people,
curious as to
based on what we're seeing in this election,
how
this time of
widespread
election,
that
is
practice is.
But
If they have any idea.
people are getting their information
I've had
from
people call
and
from
that's their
Florida,
sole source of
like,
information. And if that's their
regarding
sole
that
source of information,
animal cruelty bills
they're
that
not
we
being
have
good
in
information.
Arizona. And
There's certain legislative districts where dark money has poured in. So I'm just curious how widespread, if there were some way that citizens could awaken to what is happening there. I think that that's what one of the votes on the legislature.
Is there any listing as to how much But really, is there throughout the country? All dark money is pouring into the money. That would be, I was having some would be going and finding out what the Waltons are giving their money to, what the Cokes are giving their money to. Now, there are a bunch of others that we don't hear about. Is there some place to go out and get it? Is there a charter?
It's a good question. Refer back to the charter.
I think that is a good question. What is the best group to come up with? Because I would, I mean, as far as voting for a candidate, I can look up what they say, but I don't know who they receive money from.
And I see more problems, not so much with presidential candidates, as I think the state is. They're the big one.
Especially in Arizona.
Well, I mean, it's happening in all the states.
Well, I live here.
Where there's an issue that the dark money people want to.
A good question
And
would
they're
be,
doing it through.
they pick names
Right.
to sound like something.
So our question will be,
How do
do
we
we
determine?
word it, Mrs.
Let's talk about it,
Okay.
because the word is here.
The idea with dark money,
What you're
yes,
saying,
that one group
that I'm going to talk about, I was saying, you were saying, and you were saying, is that we want to know how to know who's going to give
For children, there's more money to private.
who the dark money businesses that are. First of all, we want to know who they
Yeah,
are.
so the
And then
question
we'd like
is,
to know
where
where
can we start looking to figure out?
and everybody has a different view. It's like,
Probably putting it on the
we,
internet.
I'm thinking that would
I'm
be
going
a
to look at somebody to ask them, to give
Yeah.
money to somebody.
Yeah, we could put it on the internet and get a whole pile of
Yeah,
stuff.
should be thinking
It's dark money.
I was going to make a big.
Conservatives would look at somebody who had.
Trying to find those things, list of all the organizations.
It's not just a one-sided thing. It's two-sided.
Yeah.
The problem is there's private money going in to influence politics all the time. And
We the citizens are losing our voice.
So one
So,
question for the
who
whole
is going to,
Yes.
I don't think it's only dark money.
This group was given to the
When we think of the Tea Party people, I mean, is that dark money?
So I'd like to look for a minute.
Churches are concerned, and I'm sure there's
Disabilities.
dealing with it here and there. I mean, I'm not against Mormons in particular individually, but
Everybody
when a
has
whole
money they
group.
can give to somebody.
Correct.
And so,
Want to
is
know.
that dark money?
So what are we trying to
Want to
do?
hear from the
But almost by
family
definition,
what
dark means you
information
don't know
you
where it
want to
comes
get
from.
back.
And that's not always true, because sometimes the definition is wrong, and you're just trying to hear people. But when money comes from one organization, where you transfer it from us to another organization, and a third organization, it changes the law, and that's what happens to us that are cocktails.
How do you message this idea
I mentioned that about charts. My charts with lines intersecting.
I personally just think
And money's just kind of scrambled
And you would
around.
never know it. You would only see that it came from this.
And that's how you tell them, because they are in the process. So they can still have some side, they just don't have to report how.
Well, the other problem is the threshold of.
I think do like what you said about
I think I would agree with you on that, the idea being how we get it across the
There's not-
borders, that this
So,
is
so,
a problem,
that is,
how
the
you make
threshold
the
for
voters
like 12 things,
think
you know, everybody knows it.
about dark money and its significance, because so
Guys
many
who know like
times
me,
we say
that they,
things.
thousands, nobody would know, and there could be special.
You're right, and on a couple other issues, that's the question, how do you get the message out there, and people actually
You would never know, so like, there's
We have somebody new joining our group, so, well, there might be some, but there might
So our question is going
Is there anything in last year with
I
them?
guess what the real question is, what the real issue is how are we going to make our people that we elect for our legislature, how are we going to make them accountable back to the citizens? We have this thing in Congress where we are going around and around on issues and we're getting nowhere. You know, how do we, from outside, how do we make them accountable to us individually?
Pretty much undoing
That's to me,
everything over a period
we're,
of time.
our Congress is dysfunctional. I mean, I think most people agree with
Maybe you
that.
would
Yeah, but, you know, so I mean, there are all these people, there are people that have been obstructing
We did get finalists.
what we would like them to do.
I'm really curious about.
So how do we make them accountable? Right. How do we make them? That to me
You have to
is the
work with your
question.
conscience. That's what you have to do. You have to do the due diligence about what you believe in.
But you know what, I think what we're afraid of, actually, we can do it, we can budget the money, but we don't really have any voice in this clearly.
Because I read that,
Who was the person who was, was it you saying it, or was it Collins that said about it? No, I mean, I put that on that, and she's a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. I would have voted for her maybe if I was in her position, thinking that she would follow the Democratic line, but she really and you have to know that about her.
So that's what I'm saying. And if we did, even though I'm a liberal, also, that doesn't mean I give them carte blanche to, okay, I'm gonna support you. So people, if that is not the right candidate, if it's the. I understand, but that's what I'm saying.
So I guess how do we do due diligence? Is there a way, is it possible to do due diligence?
Well, I find one thing is reading that for Arizona, because he actually lays out what's going on in the different districts. And right here in southern Arizona, we have some now that are really being collaborated by dark money to get legislators up there who are going to back vouchers, who are going to back some of the things that you named this morning. So I think having someone who is on the ground,
It's, you know, a lot of issues
really
always
give it back to us is very, very
they've always been.
Just for that, I'm not on board for the woman named
As the
Linda
state, a
Long.
lot of years before we started out.
But further out in downtown, I think, is on there. I write on the rain.
But now it's on the whole.
And I write a lot about education, so that she.
And then kind of wish we could
Slightly different.
things become
If you go to the Tucson Weekly and you pull down their scroll, you get to the range, it's online, and I'm one of the people right there. I'm occasionally, I was a couple weeks, but that's not.
How do we educate
Yes, yes, they have.
support people?
But we still would be basically, we just have your question.
Lot Reserve and the Lions, hearing on the budget.
Emphasize.
Let's see if this question all is, how can we track, detect
Well, I can see that's a political problem, not an education
contributors to dark
organization.
non-profit well,
Get excited about all. So we need to find people who are opposed to
The large givers, so that I can learn.